Greetings, citizens! Justiguy has arrived. This is CALADRIA Chronicles. I hope I'm saying that right. I got a review key for this game, and it is a kinetic visual novel that released last year on Christmas, so, you know, present for everybody. It's, right off the bat, this menu theme is freaking awesome. The art, like, I could just sit here with this open and be great, but, obviously that would not work. The art looks great, and it is also apparently fully voice acted, but we're gonna have to turn those off for a Let's Play, so let's do that right now. But it looks, so far it looks really good. So let's see here. Did I just? I can't tell if I'm turning it up or down. I think this would be down. Yeah, I guess down. Yeah, that's down. Okay, so save. Okay, return. Did that save it? Let's. Yes, it did. Okay, easy. Very nice. Well, everything's very smooth so far, you know, looking. Okay. Alright, let's check it out. Chapter 1. Nerisu Himenomiya's first day of high school. January 2036. In an average-sized room, two girls were studying. Or, to be more accurate, one of them was tutoring the other. As her pen continued gliding along the paper, the taller of the two explained in a chipper and gentle tone befitting her position. And as for this last one, you would use a semicolon or a dash. The shorter girl looked up with a soft smile and nodded in acknowledgement. I see. Thank you for your help, Ojo-sama. I really appreciate it. It's okay. I am always happy to be of assistance. Leaning back in her chair, Mizuki eyed Nerisu with confusion bordering on fascination. There was something about this situation that neither girl could place, even despite their ensuing conversation. I must say, though, only 15 and helping me, your senior, study for an exam, and the way you did it. This must be normal for you, is it not? Sheepishly, the tutor tapped her pen against her lips. Well, I've been scouted to attend seminars and lectures. Not that they were hard. That started when I was about 10 years old at most. A soft frown came over her features in that instant. But I'm afraid I've never actually skipped a grade. My parents were worried about how my peers might come to treat me. I suppose that makes sense. But are you okay with that? You could have done some truly amazing feats if you had graduated by now. Nerisu shrugged. It's fine. I have plenty of time before I attend university, and I think it's best to just enjoy things as they are now. This work is easy peasy. Alright, you know what, actually, real quick, let's go back. We should, you know, if I'm gonna do the Let's Play, that's fine, but let's actually hear the voices first, so. Real quick.
I see. Thank you for your help, Ojo-sama. I really appreciate it.
It's okay. I'm always happy to be of assistance.
I must say, though, only 15 and helping me, your senior, study for an exam. And the way you did it, this must be normal for you, is it not?
Well, I've been scouted to attend seminars and lectures. Not that they were hard. That started when I was about 10 years old at most.
Alright, I think it's fair to say, good quality voice acting so far, which is, this is, if you can't, I believe this is an indie English visual novel, like some of the other ones I've done Let's Plays of in the past, so that's really high quality. Props to the developer. I think it was, what, Starlight Visual? Let me just check that real quick. I don't want to get that wrong. I have the Steam page open. No, I actually don't. Hold on. Yeah, Starlight Visual. Okay. So yeah, very cool. Anyway, let's continue. A soft frown. Okay, I suppose that makes sense, but are you okay with that? You could have done some truly amazing feats if you had graduated by now. No, we saw this. I am glad to hear it. Yeah, alright. Girls continue scanning their notes as they talked, occasionally interjecting their conversation with bits of English or explanations. 3 alphabets, and yet Japanese is so much easier. she muttered, causing Nerisu to console her as though it was second nature. Languages take years to master. I'm sure you'll understand it eventually. Once the books were closed, they resumed their discussion in full force. Say, do you suppose things would have been different if we met now instead of in elementary school? Mizuki shook her head, only to stop and gaze at the other girl incredulously. I am sure they would, but I cannot imagine it any other way. To protect you after all these years is an honor. An honor. Sorry. Well, I'm honored to have met you, and everyone else, too. Mizuki grinned a little awkwardly at the thought, as if searching for ways to keep the conversation going. In truth, she didn't feel much like moving on to other subjects. It was when our parents were spending time together, correct? Nerisu flashed a radiant smirk in response. Yes. We played together, and then you swore you would protect me from then on. You're the best, Mizuki. Well, to avoid an argument, we are both the best, Ojo-sama. Nerisu gave a sheepish laugh in response, as the word triggered a memory from back then. Boy 1. Why do you want to hold her hand, Iori? You'll get cooties!
Shut up! Girls don't have cooties!
Yeah, they totally do! My older brother said so!
Iori sighed sharply.
Ugh! You're just jealous that Nerisu won't go near guys like you.
A second boy immediately chimed in before the first could respond.
Oh, whatever! Don't blame us if you get some kind of disease.
The two boys snickered and ran off, leaving Nerisu and Iori by themselves. Also, really nice art with the CG here. Like, again, just very cute, you know. Yeah, sorry. In contrast to her normal personality, the girl had been silently observing things. It hardly mattered. They wouldn't have listened to her. Iori frowned. How could anyone believe something like that? And even if it was true, he would have already gotten cooties from holding his mother's hand. There you go, smart kid.
The nerve of them!
Seeing the way the boys... Actually, you know what, if it's fully voice acted, let's check out how the kids sound. Maybe that's too loud, I don't know. Turn.
Shut up. Girls don't have cooties.
Oh, he's British! Okay. Okay, the NPCs are not fully voiced. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, I totally do. My older brother said so.
You're just jealous that Nerisu won't go near guys like you.
Oh, whatever. Don't blame us if you get some kind of disease.
The nerve of them.
Well, I mean, the voice acting itself is good, but he doesn't sound like a kid. I don't know. I mean, for like an indie game, this is like way. I mean, most indie visual novels like don't even have voices at all. So you know, so far quality's very good considering. Just there will probably be folks who will be like,
ah, that doesn't sound like a kid.
Which I think is good. Anyway. Seeing the way the boy clenched his fists, Nerisu finally opened her mouth.
It's not a big deal, really. But we won't get anything from holding hands. It would have already happened. and cooties don't exist.
Okay, yeah.
They're just immature, that's all.
Ah, yes. So he's Ken from Persona 3. So, alright, I'm gonna... Since this is a review key, I actually do want to... Let's save real quick. I want to give some thoughts, because... Whoa. Does this have already saves in it? Oh, those are... What? I don't know what this is. I don't know what the hell this is. Anyway. So, some thoughts. Let's rewind a bit, because I do want to...
3
Well, let's
alphabets.
turn off the voices. So reviews. Review thoughts. First off, like I said, the music, very cool. Really like the music. Art is good. Art is very good, frankly. I think there is kind of this... I've had this issue. I'm having this issue because, I am working on my own visual novel. But there's this thing you gotta watch out for sometimes with I'm not sure if you'd call this, like, no one's really narrating, but when you're describing things in a visual novel, you have to sometimes watch for, like, overdoing it. And this here is kind of borderline for me, because I mean, I'm a fan of stuff like, Umineko, and that's way beyond this. But here, all this stuff with the, the pen on the lips, for example, that's fine. There's stuff, you will infer when you're reading a visual novel. You're supposed to, for me, I feel like you don't have to take, like, backgrounds and stuff super literally, but then at the same time, like, for example, this, for example, just could have been an expression change on either this part or the next line. Because, like, no expression changes here. Or right now, oh no, it did change. So this could have just, like, it lines like this kind of forget that it's a visual novel, which, again, is something I have had to work with myself, so I can kind of understand that, but it's not a huge thing, and it is something a lot of people enjoy. Like, I don't dislike it, but it is something that it's I guess a stylistic thing, I don't know. And also, there's this, I'm not sure what the word for this would be. I don't want to say overdone, but it's very... The way we're being introduced to these characters, like, it feels kind of redundant, almost, to have them... Maybe unrealistic is the word, to just have, and again, I'm not saying this in, like, I am enjoying it, for the record. It's just, when you have these two characters literally in the first minute describing how they met, then jumping into a flashback, that's gonna, you know what I mean? I think me spelling it out like that kind of, like, don't get me wrong, I think I do this too. I've done, frankly, a lot worse than this, but it's just, it's stuff to watch for. And, again, these aren't necessarily bad things, because my belief is it's always the execution that matters, and no matter what, the execution of this is, well, I mean, look at it. But, yeah, I think I made the point there. So, music, very good, as I said, and the visuals, very good. Just some little things, kind of, with the story, but it's also, like, just only barely into it, so, I feel like, I mean, I didn't even finish this scene, so I can't, I mean, I'm barely in it, but that's just, my initial thoughts. So let's go a little further. Let's see, where were we? Oh, okay, gotta go a little. Here we were. Did I turn off the Yes. Alright, let's return. She couldn't help but cry at the thought. How could someone be so cruel to someone else over nothing? And in defending her, Iori had probably gotten himself into some kind of trouble, as usual. Yeah, that's what it's called. This is like two scenes of telling rather than showing, like, back to back. Because, like, even if you're using a flashback, this is still kind of just telling, like right here, for example, rather than just showing. Like, they're being very blatant about, oh, they're so immature, and, blah, blah, blah. And again, I'm not trying to say, like, oh, I'm perfect, or whatever, but that feels to me like what it's doing, and so it's kind of, Anyway, don't cry. He wiped her tears away with his sleeve. Just ignore them. We'll be fine. Taka and Mizuki, who had overheard the conversation, finally rounded the corner as if on cue. God, they are all really cute, though. Takahiro. I agree. In fact, I'll hold Mizu's hand right now.
Wait a second. Why mine?
Taka lowered his head in confusion. Why not?
It was just unexpected, that's all.
Mizuki blushed and sighed, but she could hardly recompose herself given the almost chaotic situation. Don't, there's more of them! Yukino.
There's nothing wrong with holding hands. We always do it in lines, after all.
Yeah, Yukino's right. They're just silly.
You gave a slightly over-exaggerated thumbs up. Takahiro says, we should still tell on them. Justice always... Alright, we gotta give him that kind of voice. Justice always prevails, after all. He was very mature for his age in the vocal cords department. And that's exactly what they did. Cooties don't exist. I made up that rumor anyway. She must have mumbled it to herself, but Mizuki still heard it all the same. Who knows? At least now we know better. Stretching, Nerisu began idly tapping the pen against her lips again in thought. Eventually, she slid a nearby notebook over to Mizuki. Well, this is the last thing, I think. She gazed at the clock next, only to find that it was well past time for her to go home. Not that she minded. I have to go. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? After saying their goodbyes, Nerisu darted home as quickly as she could, only stopping at the end of the street to wave back to Mizuki and her parents. I really do love what this is going for. Like it kind of feels like, you know... It's like a... It feels like a, you know, like a... I feel bad talking over it, but... It feels like the opening of, like a Saturday morning cartoon or, you know, a Shonen Jump anime or something. Like, I really do like that. Oh, I pictured him as a blonde from that flashback for some reason. But, I mean, yeah, this is, and this is, sorry, talking over it. It's catchy. Looks like they got a lot of octave here. So what, Genius Detectives? What's... Oh, look at that. Look at... Okay, oh god, what was I saying? I like the feel of it. Like, I mean, like, I did have some nitpicks, and I mean, bleh. There are nitpicks, but they're nothing that's gonna keep me from continuing this, you know? So, yeah, let's continue it. The sun cast ribbons of golden light into the girls. Oh, actually, you know what? I did not realize how long I'd been going, so we're gonna stop here for now, but there will be more to come, so until then, citizens, links to the, actually, this probably is the most important thing, links to the game itself on Steam, description below. Whatever information the developer has, description below, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll do more of these, obviously. And until then, that is, I'm afraid that this is going to have to be farewell.